I got a daycare teacher fired because she wouldn't stop showing our kids VeggieTales at daycare. My wife and I unfortunately have our son in daycare. It's unavoidable. A few months ago, I picked him up, and when I asked him about his day, he told me about a show they watch with cartoon vegetables. The next day at drop-off, I asked the teacher if they watch VeggieTales. She said they don't show the kids anything inappropriate. I asked again, specifically, did they watch VeggieTales? She refused to give me a straight answer and just repeated that nothing inappropriate was shown. I told her I don't want my son watching VeggieTales. She said he wouldn't be allowed to watch anything inappropriate. When I got home, I asked my son directly if they watched VeggieTales. He said yes. I emailed administration. They told me VeggieTales is not approved media, has never been shown, and will never be shown. The following week, I asked my son again. He said yes. I emailed again and was told maybe my son was confused. The next week, I asked my boss if I could leave early. I walked past the receptionist. She told me to stop, which I admit was fair, and went into the main room. VeggieTales was playing on the TV. I took a picture. I got a warning for barging in, but administration promised it would be handled. They said the teacher had to take all her tapes home and would no longer be allowed to bring in outside media. The next week, I asked my son if they watched VeggieTales. He said no. Great. The week after that, I asked again. He said yes. At that point, I escalated. Other parents got involved. Even some Christian parents were annoyed. One mom said she watches it at home, but doesn't want it shown at daycare because if her kid has questions, she wants them directed to her, not a teacher. Eventually, the teacher was fired. Now there's backlash against me. People feel bad for her. They say it was just animated vegetables and that I made it into a big deal. Even my wife says I pulled a me and went on a warpath.